Detroit in the house, y'all. Maybe next time you see somebody on the street, say hello.
Leave it alone. So, good morning, everybody. I have my cat who's playing with the blind at the window. How are you doing this morning? This Monday morning? It's good to have you in. This morning's stream is a bit different. It is a just chatting stream, so I will just be chatting. I'm doing a bit of an experiment with this because when I'm playing Call of Duty, I get people in the chat. They come and say hi, and I've got like eyes pointing in different directions, trying to read the chat and trying to play at the same time. So I thought what I'll do, Monday mornings, I'll do a little bit of a chat, probably only going to be an hour long, same as my Wednesday morning Call of Duty sessions. And you can drop in and we'll have a longer chat, which I thought would be quite nice. So anyway, how is your morning going? What's your plan for the week, plan for the day ahead? I've been posting on Reddit quite a bit over the weekend. Basically getting my head straight on what just chatting constitutes. And a lot of people saying, don't bother, because nobody ever drops into just chatting and you won't get found and you'll be on the last of the listings. You'll be on the back page with 0 viewers and no one will ever find you. I was like, I shall prove that wrong. That's my intention, to prove everyone wrong on that one. Bear with me, I need to put the blind up for the cat. It's a very cold morning out there today. There we go. That's now going to be the cat no longer moaning at me about not being able to see outdoors. It's very frosty outside. It's freaking cold outside this morning. How's the weather with you? Equally cold? I would turn the camera, but it's in a fixed position, so you can see the cat looking out the window at the cold. And it's right above the radiator, so the cat is very warm this morning. So, that's the plan. If it all goes to shit and no one drops by and no one chats, then maybe I will have learnt my lesson. And the people on Reddit will sadly be proved right. That there's no point being in just chatting because no one will ever stop by. I also have queued up my lovely, adorable wolf. This is my other persona that I use for streaming. And yes, he's got considerably more hair than me, but I have been playing with him for... He's how I started out streaming. Because I used to get very self-conscious being on camera. So when I made my comeback, early December I think it was that was my comeback a couple of months ago. That was what I did. I came back as a VTuber, my lovely furry wolf alter ego. And gradually, as I got more comfortable with it and being back on camera again, I sort of... He got a little bit sidelined, but he's still there. He's still programmed into my stream deck, so I can still hit the button and become a wolf whenever I need to. So I'm sort of treading the line between just streaming with my face, streaming with game, and streaming as my wolf. So that's where I am. I'm a bit of a hybrid streamer at the moment. Because I'm still finding my way. It's only a couple of months into streaming again. So far, it's going really well. I've had quite a few people actually join, and quite a few off the back of Reddit. I'm getting another couple of followers every couple of days, I would say. So yeah, sort of a follower a day. So that's going pretty well, and I'm happy on camera now. I'm very comfortable with it, and I'm enjoying chatting with everyone. And I'm getting better at Call of Duty because I found that from appearing on camera whilst I'm doing it and having to say something on mic, I'm actually narrating my own games, which is helping me play. I'm getting kind of anticipating what I need to do a bit more. So discussing the game is actually helping me get better, which is an interesting bonus that I hadn't expected. So yeah, if you want to drop by, please do. Next time I'm gaming. The next time I'm gaming will be Wednesday morning. They tend to be... I mean, I'm a mornings person, so I'm really chipper in the mornings anyway, but I get particularly hyper on a Wednesday morning because I know that is like an hour-long session of just intense quick play rounds, hardcore quick play rounds in Black Ops 6. Sometimes also play Modern Warfare 3, but mostly at the moment it's Black Ops. And yeah, I get very into it in the morning, so do drop by for the Wednesday morning streams because I enjoy them just as much as you guys, I think, so they're worth looking at. Saturday afternoons at 3, I do a longer stream, that's 2 to 3 hours, also Black Ops, and hopefully from now on, Monday mornings we'll be just chatting, assuming it works. If not, they'll turn into Black Ops as well, but either way, I'll be here, I'll be cheerful and getting ready for the day as well. Hopefully it chimes in well with your schedules as well, because I know people are in all different time zones, you see, so when I label something as morning coffee, it might be middle of the night for someone else. But I watch quite a lot of Australian streamers as well, so they're doing their streams in the evening and I'm watching when I'm at work. They're on my laptop as like background noise. So I would love to be someone's background noise. Do let me know if I'm your background noise. Just giving the cat a tickle. He's quite camera shy. I mean, he will walk on the desk at some point, but so far, whenever I've been streaming, he's been very well behaved and hasn't wanted to come and sit on the keyboard. Although a few weeks ago when I did get stuck in emotes only chat, didn't know, but the gang dropped by and really put a lot of effort into letting me know that I was in emotes only chat, and that was because the cat had sat on my stream deck and pushed the button. So I've since removed that button. It's no longer a possibility to accidentally be emotes only. There's a whole discussion on Reddit the other day about streamers eating on stream, and I'm like, no, not going to happen. My mic is too sensitive for that. It'd be like one of those ASMR streams when they crunching on something. So I shall hydrate on stream, but that's it. There will be no eating on stream. Do you like my Pac-Man t-shirt, by the way? I thought it'd be appropriate for a streamer to wear a sort of gaming one. I was going to get years ago a Pac-Man tattoo, but I didn't do it. Instead I got Pokemon tattoos. And a few weeks ago I got my other knee done. And I've got, if you can see there, that's Roger from American Dad on a skateboard holding a camcorder. But yeah, I have both knees webbed, and I've got another tattoo that I need to book today. I've been discussing it with the artist, and it's sort of Chinesey, Japanesey style lion. It's one of his flash pieces, so it's already designed, but I like the colours in it. So that I'm going to put on my thigh, which will complement my Pokemon nicely. I think there's a bit of a theme going on there. So I have two artists that I use, one for my Pokemon-y anime ones and the other guy who does my more traditional stuff. He did both my webs for my knees as well. So yeah, I have a long-term plan to basically just cover the whole of myself with ink, really. I haven't done my arms yet, but that's because I don't want any individual small tats on those. I want to actually go for full sleeves. So they're like held in reserve until I've designed what I want and got the money together for them, really. Hey, look who it is. Come on, you can come on the desk if you want. Come on, it's okay, I'm not gaming today. You can sit on the keyboard all you want. It's not going to cause an issue. Well, it might cause an issue. I might get cut off. Which happened the other day. I was so annoyed. I was like mid-stream And my PC, which has been like rock solid, it's probably about 5 years old now. I built it 5 years ago. The graphics card I only put in, that was November time, I think. That was when I was anticipating streaming. I knew that the graphics card wasn't going to be able to handle it, so I got an RTX 4070 in it now. The computer's still completely stable, never caused any problems. And then just on the stream on Saturday, it just blacked out. Like, no warning, no blue screen, anything. Everything just went black, and the fans went to half speed, and I just had to hold the power button and restart it, which freaked me out. Whenever you have a problem like that, and there's no explanation for it, and there's no problems leading up to it, I hate those kind of problems. They are so difficult to trace because they leave nothing behind. Hey! Thanks for dropping by. It's great to have you here again. How are you doing today? Hopefully I've sorted the chat out. I think I had some people on Saturday, and nobody got blocked for any time. Meh? Oh dear, is it just Monday blues? Oh, vibing on that. Yes. Fortnite? Vibing on Fort? I don't play Fortnite, you see. I'm not familiar with it. I did try a little while ago. I tried probably four years ago. But yeah, so far I've had no problems with the chat. I think I got it over-modded. There were too many things doing too much to it, so I've stripped it all back and kept it simple. What are your plans for the rest of the day? I saw you were online. Oh, God, I get my sleeve on it. So yeah, this is just experimental today. Work, yeah, I know I've got work. This is why this stream is literally going to be an hour long. So 8:30, I will have to go and pull my shoes on and head out. Brave the cold. It was freezing outdoors this morning. There's still a bit of frost on the ground. Thankfully work isn't far away, but I cycle there, so I'm exposed to the elements, unfortunately. Since Saturday's crash, the computer's been stable. I've done Windows updates, I've done graphics driver updates, I've updated everything, and it didn't go over, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We shall see. But yeah, I got some more followers off Reddit, which was nice. I'm finding that's working quite well. Like paying it forward, offering what advice I can from the little tiny bit of streaming that I've done over the years. Yeah, at helping out with people's questions and telling them a bit about me. And yeah, people seem to be following and dropping by, which is quite nice. Yeah, I funnily enough, I need to do more for TikTok. I've posted a few videos, and I actually, just as an experiment, I paid to promote one of them. And I think I got like 8,000 views on it. And the great thing was, loads of people obviously liked the video. I don't know how many people came to the channel though, so I need to make something especially to go on TikTok that's going to refer more to the channel than just being like gaming shorts. Yeah, I wouldn't pay again. I mean, it was fun seeing how quick the numbers rocketed up. And since then, I mean, let me head on to TikTok actually. See what crap comes up. Yeah, I mean, the last one I posted when I was really, when I was like, yeah, when I got that victory after like an hour of defeats, that's got 728 views. And then, weirdly, some of the ones where I've played terribly have got nearly 2,000. But yeah, the one I paid for, yeah, 8,334 views. But I need to work on a bit of a strategy about that. Because it did perform in terms of numbers. And funnily enough, I'm on Mastodon as well. And I got the first follower after months of being on it. So, yeah, posting paid off. I've only got one follower on Mastodon. I don't know much about it, but I thought starting out, I'll just join everything and post on everything. See what works. YouTube streaming is now out the window, for the time being anyway. For some reason, whenever I add it to OBS, it will work for a while, and it will be streaming on YouTube simultaneously as well as Twitch, and then it will start hitching Call of Duty. But it won't be like freezing up the gameplay or anything. The audio will just start breaking up, and I'll get bigger and bigger gaps in the audio. So when I quit streaming on YouTube and restart the game, it's fine. So until I can trace that error, I'm going to stick to just streaming on Twitch. I've been using ground control as well, because I used to just use Streamlabs, and I was finding that a little bit restrictive, and I didn't want to pay for all of the extras for overlays and whatever. Whereas SE Live, the sort of modified version of OBS, that works a lot better. It took more time to set up because there's more. I find it a little more complex than Streamlabs, but more customizable. And yeah, using the ground control app that comes with it gives me the activity feed and everything. So I think it was worth making the move over to it. But the one thing that I've actually made the move for and spent the whole weekend moving everything across and all of my templates and everything was to be able to stream on YouTube. And that hasn't worked. So other than that, it's been worth doing. Oh, that's good. I always start my morning with a nice fresh coffee. Has to be just black fresh coffee. That's the standard for me. And I actually made myself. I was very gluttonous this morning. I made French toast. It was good fun. I mean, you know, it's if you've never had French toast, it's literally an egg, some brown sugar, some cinnamon, vanilla essence. Stir it all together. You get a brioche bun, then some butter in a pan. Just sort of toast this brioche in the lovely creamy mixture that you've made, and wash it down with the coffee. So yeah, that was my Monday. I felt particularly luxurious. I thought, well, as I'm going to be doing a stream, I will have a fun breakfast as well and like make a big deal of it. So 2 a.m. Oh, you can have it at 2 a.m. Yeah. Oh, ice cream. That's nice. Yeah. What was that? A 2 a.m. ice cream or earlier on? I'm with you on that. I'm a firm believer in not just having breakfast foods for breakfast. I think if you've got like something you can reheat. I've had pizza in the morning. I once had a reheated curry from the night before in the morning. It was perfectly pleasant. And I once had a cold Burger King for breakfast. It's like we ordered too much and we didn't get through it, so I got one of the burgers left over. And the following morning, I just we put it in the fridge, so I just had it cold from the fridge, and it was absolutely lovely. It's like a cold beef sandwich. So I'm always open to experimentation for breakfast. Other people have cereals. I'm just like, it's just another meal of the day for me. I shall have whatever I feel like, provided it's washed down with coffee. That's what makes it breakfast, you see. So yeah, ice cream for breakfast. I'm entirely in favour of. Watching my neighbours go, all scraping their cars. They were all washing them yesterday. For some reason in the UK it's a thing that everyone seems to wash their cars on a Sunday. I went out to the shop to get something and I passed 3 of them all washing their cars. It's an odd thing. It's like it's a known thing. The British wash their cars on Sundays. Whether that's they've just got the time or whatever, but whether they see one of the other neighbours doing it and they want to copy, and it's like spreads like a contagion, and the streets are like full of foam from all the cars being washed. Oh, you dated 2 Brits? Ah, so you're a little familiar with the strange ways of the British. Oh, they didn't tell you about that? Ah, okay. Well, now you know. One of the little eccentricities. There were many of them. I follow an account, actually, on Insta. It begins with very British Problems Official. And there's a book as well, Britain According to Very British Problems. And it's all about strange British quirks and awkwardness. Loads of wheelie bins, obsessed with those biscuits. Absolutely there in there. Yeah, this is the kind of content, look at that. That's just a mug of tea and biscuits and everyone's thoughts. It's contentious. Someone is, you know... Yeah, there's 171 comments on that biscuit. So yeah, Very British Problems Official on Instagram. Well worth a follow. For all crazy things British. Do you like my Pac-Man t-shirt? I mentioned it earlier. I don't know if you were lurking then, but that's I thought it'd be appropriate wear for a stream. Oh, thank you. Did you see my tattoos as well? This is another thing that I'm showing off. I don't usually show my legs on a gaming stream. It doesn't seem to fit the vibe. But yeah, I've got at Roger from American Dad on a skateboard. And I've got my webbed knees as well. I have a lot of them now, and I only started when I was 40. Was it 41? Oh yeah, this is my other knee. So I have matching knees. I've got a coffee mug. If I can just... yeah, I've got one on my thigh as well. So I've got quite a few Pokemon. And I've got another one that I'm booking today, which is going to be... No, what are you timing people out for? Jesus. Stream Elements timed you out again. No! Okay, let me change this. Thing. Right, I've unmodded Streamlabs, so we'll see. Stream Elements, sorry. But anyway, I shall keep telling you about my tattoos, because I've got 30 seconds until you can come back. What is up with this thing? But yes, so I've got another one booked, which is going to be, it's like a Japanesey style lion that I'm going to get on my thigh. But yeah, since I was 40, I'm now up to 11 tattoos. I'm trying to get probably into the teens by the end of the year. I've got a sleeve planned. I was going to get Pokemon all over there, a full Pokemon sleeve. I know the artist who'd do it. Really love her work, so that's the plan. Right, I've removed Stream Elements as a moderator of the channel, so it should have... There we go, look at that! I don't know whether that was just 30 seconds, but literally I have an unmodded chat. People can say whatever they want. I'm glad you're back. I was like feeling guilty. I was like, oh my god, every time you come into chat I cut you off and it's not even my doing. Right, I'll just leave Stream Elements off. I think having any kind of moderation is more trouble than it's worth at the moment. Especially because I haven't got like people dropping in. Yeah, I think it's personal. I think it's definitely got something against you. But I haven't had anyone drop in and actually say anything that I wouldn't feel comfortable having on stream anyway. So I think until I like grow to the point where people just drop in just to say unpleasant stuff in chat, I probably won't bother with any modding. It works okay without, I think. But feel free to swear if you want. I'm cool with that. Oh look, I just saw a cat come running through. I have two. I may have already said that. But they're pretty good. They don't walk across the desk, which is in a way a little annoying because I want to show them off to people. Yeah. I think probably human mods are going to be less annoying than automated ones. Yeah, they're my current two. I had one before. also a Persian, and she passed away probably about 8 years ago. So yeah, we got two more Persians, and yeah, they really get on. They love each other, which is good. We were a little worried because we'd had one of them on his own for a couple of years, and then we thought he probably is a little bit bored home alone all day, so we got a second, and we were obviously a little bit worried, like, are they going to get territorial and just want either side of the house their own, and they won't mix or anything, they'll hate each other. But as soon as they found out they could play with each other, they just got on. So they've always got on since. Oh yeah, I mean it's a lot of work, and especially as they get older, pet insurance. Bloody hell, that's expensive. And they're lovely. They're worth having around. I like them, especially Persians, because they're quite lazy. They just sit back and don't do a great deal. The heating was on this morning. They were both sat on a duvet next to the radiator. I thought I could do that all day, but I've got to go to work. No fun. Oh, and I've got a busy day for a change. That's not like me. I normally keep everything fairly open, but this morning, well, today is like back-to-back stuff all day long. So. Oh, is it just a... Yeah, then a cat. Yeah, it can be... when we had the first cat, and the reason we only had one was we lived in a flat at the time, and it was pretty small, so you couldn't really have any more pets, especially you couldn't have a lively pet there. But the fact she was a Persian, it was she was lazy and just sat on the sofa a lot of the time anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But yeah, now that we've got a bigger house, we've got 2 cats. Oh yeah. That's good. This is going quite well. Because I did post on Reddit over the weekend. I was like, how do you improve, like, what makes people drop by just chatting? Because I'm very aware that on the just chatting category, firstly, weirdly, something I didn't know, out of all of the categories, you can't sort just chatting by the number of viewers. So you can filter it by a few other things, but you can't put lowest viewers first. So if you're on the back page with like 2 or 3 viewers, people have to click through like hundreds of pages to get to you, like endless doom scrolling to reach you. So a lot of people are like, don't bother with just chatting, it's pointless, there's no reason to be there, you'll never be seen. So I was like, for me that's like a red rag to a bull, you know. Don't say that something's not possible, because I will go and do it. I may very well be look like a fool because I've not listened, and it may well be entirely true, but at least I will have given it a try. So yeah, my yeah, it's like, I appreciate your input, but I'm going to do it anyway. So the fact that you've dropped by and said hi, I feel justified in my desire to get to know people and chat more. So Monday mornings from now on, they will remain just chatting. This is working for me. So yeah, that's the plan. Mondays chatting, Wednesdays Call of Duty, Saturdays longer Call of Duty. And I would love to find more time than that. Being a full-time streamer appeals to me. I would love to do that. Because I do, when I'm at work, I watch quite a lot of variety streamers, and I just have them on all day for, 4, 5, 6 hours streams. Good. Stream Elements is still posting things that I want it to post. Just not modding anyone, which is good. It's overzealous modding. I was thinking about one of the other things that I need to post about on Reddit and get some feedback on is I was going to think about running some giveaways to improve engagement. Like, it was going to be something simple, like just a gaming mouse or something. I was going to run a giveaway on that. But I was reading about the strategy of doing it so that you don't get these drive-by viewers who just drop in because they want to win a freebie and you never see them again. So you have to get them to watch a lot of the stream before they can enter. And apparently that's something Stream Elements can actually do. They have a giveaways feature that I can actually run that with. So I'm giving that some thought as well, seeing if I can get people involved in that respect as well. And then I can promote that on socials, see if I can get people by that way. Show them what I can do. But so far it's going... I'm very happy with the stream so far. I should have got another drink. Yeah, so it's taking off in a much nicer way than it did when I first tried it about 4 years ago, where I just felt a little out of my depth and very self-conscious about it. This time now I'm back. It's a lot better, and if I ever do get self-conscious, then I can just hit that button and become my wolf alter ego. I can change his hoodies, by the way, so I can do seasonal outfits for him. And if I use him much more, I might get some hands commissioned as well. And I have to use him occasionally because I still tag quite a lot of my streams as VTuber or furry streamer. Because I actually do get quite a few viewers off the back of that. It seems to be quite a popular tag. And certainly I watch a lot of VTubers. I enjoy... there's one called Siri. That's C-I-R-I. She's a good streamer. She's a variety streamer. She does quite a lot of watch-alongs, and she does a bit of gaming as well. So yeah, I like VTubers. So he's not entirely retired. I'll drop him into streams every so often. Not least because he actually looks quite cool when I do short edits. My YouTube shorts, I'll zoom him up full underneath them. So he'll be doing the gaming, and I'll be doing the narration. It works. So he will make a comeback at some point. But the reason I did a VTuber to begin with was just to kind of ease me back into streaming without feeling awkward on camera like I used to. But as I've now been doing it a couple of months, I'm back in the flow again. So I'm happy doing on camera, happy doing VTubing. My gaming abilities, well, they're yet to improve a great deal. They're getting there. I mean, I have been finding that when I've been streaming gaming, the discussing the game and narrating it as I've been going along has actually helped a great deal. It's made me think about the games a lot more. Considering what I'm doing a lot more. So in that respect, I like streaming gaming just because it's helping me improve. Because I was only ever a very casual gamer. Definitely not the best by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm getting better just because the amount of hours that streaming is making me put into it. I was sort of maybe playing a couple of hours every couple of weeks, whereas now I'm playing with the streaming schedule as well, and I'm putting in like a good solid 4 hours a week on Call of Duty and getting better at it. So I was thinking about trying doing ranked play and make it a little more competitive, so I might do that, give that a shot. Oh dear, that's very cold. So yeah, I have my magic 8 ball to answer these kind of questions. Should I do ranked play? My sources say no. Well, like I said, red flag to a bull. The sources say no, but I may well disregard that information. What else have I got? I've got my a Traino 86. I don't know if you've ever watched what's it called? Initial D. It was a anime series in the 90s, which I don't know that it was ever on in the UK because of, I would imagine, copycat behaviour. It was basically about Japanese high school students taking their parents' cars drifting and downhill racing. I mean, it was really... I saw a description online when it used to be on Crunchyroll. One of the comments there was, this is the worst kind of toxic masculinity even by 90s standards. And it really was. But that's when I became obsessed by that car. And I don't even drive. This is the weird thing. This is definitely an ADHD thing. The obsessiveness that I have with the 1983 Toyota Traino AE86 GT Apex. So yeah, that's like the dream car as a shit old Toyota, and I wouldn't even be able to drive it. I would just buy it for fun. Oh, Power Rangers. Oh, I loved Power Rangers. There we go. Oh, I remember it the first time around, though. I remember it back in the day. That used to be on, like, daytime TV here. Yeah, I think that was, like, Saturdays. Was always a couple of episodes of Power Rangers. I liked it. I loved the outfits. Yeah. Heartbreaking. So, yeah, that's... I have very... eclectic tastes. Everything from anime to Power Rangers and a lot of sci-fi. I watched I like a lot of Star Trek. Funnily enough, I'm going to the Star Trek convention in Vegas this coming August. I went a couple of years ago, which was good. So yeah, I'm going again this summer. But yeah, so science fiction is another thing I'm into. I watched the Section 31 film last night. Star Trek film. Oh dear, that was not good. I mean, the critics have already torn it to pieces. I don't normally listen to critics because I'm like, well, I'll make up my own mind. So I'll go and watch stuff myself with an open mind. But I watched it and I was like, yeah, I think the critics were right on this. It's not so much that it has various plot holes in it and that it's a bit cheesy. It's just like the basic fundamentals of filmmaking don't even work. It did not hang together well at all. It was it felt like a pilot of something, like they were going to sort problems later. Hey, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. Look at that. This is great. I was unsure about whether to do a Just Chatting stream. I asked a few questions in Reddit about it, about how to make them work, and the overall response was, don't bother. No one will watch Just Chatting streams. You'll be on the last page. And I was like, yeah, but I know people. I know people who'll drop by. So thank you for dropping by and proving the people on Reddit wrong. I feel vindicated now. How are you today? How's your Monday got off to a good start? I'm good. Yes, it's cold outside, and I will be heading off to work about 8:30. So good. I'm glad to hear it. So yeah, I'll be braving the cold outside, cycling to work fairly shortly. Yeah, there was frost on the ground outside this morning. It had been a cold night. Roll on summer. I always wear shorts, so see, here we go. I have shorts on now. And that's standard, and people always look at me and they're like, give me crazy looks. I'm like, I have very hardy legs, so I'll be one of those. Yeah, I'll be one of those crazy people in winter who like has a thick coat on and a scarf and shorts. It freaks people out, and I'm like, no, I've done it so long that I don't really notice. My legs don't seem to feel the cold as much as the rest of me does. And it's almost become defiance now. It's like, how cold can it go before I put long trousers on? Yeah, built different. But yeah, it's a defiance thing as well. It's like, I've got so used to wearing shorts, and people expect me to wear shorts, so they will comment on how cold it is if I am wearing long trousers. So I have to follow through. I've built an image now of someone who always wears shorts no matter how cold it is. So yeah. Oh, how cold is it with you? Let me have a look how cold it is with me. This is where you're going to tell me it's warm. It's going to be ridiculously cold, will you? Oh, no, it's 1 degree here, and it feels like -3. So people will be particularly surprised that I'm wearing shorts today. Coldest I ever went out in. Hey! Hello, Darkness. Good to have you back. Yeah, the coldest I ever went out in was I went snowboarding in Canada in 2008. Hey, hello! Hello. Oh, and thank you for the follow as well.
Lammy was taken
I
just
really appreciate it. See, all of the people on Reddit who told me don't do a Just Chatting stream because it's pointless were talking shit. Yeah, well, I feel a bit of a cheat because my office is like quarter of an hour bike ride away. So I can stand 1 degree for quarter of an hour. If it was any longer, I might put longer stuff on. 3 degrees. Oh, yeah, well, you're practically warm in 3. Oh, does it say I'm still playing Call of Duty? The problem I have is OBS lets me put stream information in. Ground Control lets me put stream information in. And weirdly... Oh, yeah, it says Black Ops 6. Oh, there we go, yeah. Well, in that case, I've disappointed a lot of people this morning. Yeah, it's... I need to check. There's like 3 or 4 different places that I can enter stream information. Clearly, I hadn't covered all the bases. But yeah, this morning, it's just chatting. I'm doing an hour of just chatting. Basically, because I don't get to chat to people as much as I'd like. When I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm like, I can glance between the two, and I sort of half get what people are saying. And I reply really enthusiastically, and I'm like, oh, hang on, I've read the wrong person's message here. I'm getting confused. So I thought, I'll do 1 stream a week where I can, like, get to know people better. Oh, you have your electric heater on regardless. Yeah, oh, you like it warm. I know people like that. I actually work with someone who brings an electric blanket to work, and they have it on their chair. It's a really fleecy, thick one, but they literally have a warmed chair to sit in. I mean, it does look very snug, but if I'm too warm, I just nod off. I fall asleep. So the amount of films I've gone and seen and not seen, I've like seen the opening title sequence and the closing roller, and I'll be asked, what did you think of it? Wasn't it incredible? And I'm like, yeah, it was great. I loved it. And I'm thinking, I think I might have missed a few bits of it. It seemed like a very short film, and that's just the warmth of the cinema. I've just nodded off. So I always keep it a little bit cooler just to keep me alert. Yeah, sleeping at work would be the best. I would enjoy that. But anyway, yes, if you've dropped by to watch Call of Duty, I'm sorry to have disappointed you. Yes, exactly, yeah. Yeah, a nice catch-all response. It's like I admired the performances throughout. Every bit of it was good, so don't ask me which bit I liked the most. It was brilliant from start to finish. What was that in Friends? When they fell asleep during Jerry's film, and Jerry asked, what did you think about the bit with, it was like the kangaroo or something? And Chandler was like, that was my favourite bit. Yeah, the camera work was so good. It's like I loved the dialogue throughout. Yeah. Oh, good. Someone else gets a Friends reference. Oh, good. You're a fan. I haven't watched it for years. I remember when it was just such a big deal back when it was on, and when it finished. The last episode, that was national news. They were reporting on that on TV. The end of Friends. But now I know there's so many people in their teens who are watching it as though it's this fresh discovery, and like they're talking about it like it's a new series that they're really getting into. I'm like, I probably saw every episode about 10 times back in the day. It is a banger, yeah. I've got to the point where I've seen it like subconsciously so many times that I know the dialogue and I know what's coming, and it still holds up. It's good fun. The writing on it was good. And of course, I don't know whether anyone watches it abroad, but for ages, Matt LeBlanc was a TV presenter in the UK as well. He was one of the presenters of a car show called Top Gear. So he sort of had a whole second career in the UK, and I don't know whether that was like widely known anywhere else. But yeah, he was a TV presenter here for a while. So yeah, it was classic. I did some of my, when I was doing A-levels at college, some of my projects I did based around Friends. Exactly, you can. It was, well, yeah, I mean, it must be studied in, like, screenwriting and comedy writing, because it is just so... Yeah, there's so many derivative things that were based on it as a classic series of just something that just worked. So I imagine a lot of writers must have been influenced by it. Yeah. It's the original source. That would be where it came from. Yeah, I did, back in the day, I did media studies at college, so I used to watch all of these kind of series and, like, break them down into, like, all of their plot points and how they were structured and how the writing worked and the progression from the start to finish and the hero's journey and all of that kind of thing. Yeah, media studies was an odd one. I think it's a very different subject now. I think there's a lot more emphasis on production, whereas when I did it, it was a lot of media theory and understanding how the media industry worked and that kind of thing, which I was a little disappointed with because I wanted to play with cameras and make stuff, which is like why I do this kind of stuff now. Yeah, advertisements. Yeah, there probably is a lot of AI these days. So yeah, it's probably evolved a lot since I did it, and when I did it was... Oh, I'm going to make myself sound very old. I did media studies in 1998. That's... Oh yeah. I think a lot of people on the course expected that. I think we made one thing. We made a film trailer, and the era that it was, I think everybody in the class did their own take on Reservoir Dogs. They just wanted to use the music and copy it. You were not born then. Funnily enough, I had a young colleague working with me a few years ago, and she came over to me and she held something up and she said, "What's this?" And I just thought, oh God, have I reached that age? I was like, that's a video cassette. Have you never seen one before? And she'd never seen a VHS video cassette in her life. I was like, how is this not a thing? There are billions of them. How have you never seen one of these? So yeah, I had to explain to her, well, you put them in a machine, the tape was pulled out of them, and they quite often went wrong and fucked up the tape. and you had to rewind it afterwards. It didn't just cancel and go back somewhere. You had to reverse the tape and put it back in its box. Yeah, my bedroom was full of them. I mean, VHS cassettes. I had absolutely hundreds of the bloody things. I imagine a lot of plastic pollution in the world is videotape. Yeah, I think they might be making a comeback. Like people buying vinyl and whatever. I think people are now buying cassettes and stuff on VHS. And I know a lot of skate films, they still use... they have a very specific camera that skateboarding films are shot on. It's called a Sony VX. And that was a mini DV camcorder from the late 90s. And people still now buy the cameras. They're quite difficult to get hold of, and you have to get specialists to repair them, because obviously there aren't many camcorders from the late 90s that probably still work. But they connect a solid state recorder, so they can record to a memory stick via the video output of the camcorder to get that authentic 90s 4:3 square look. So yeah, it's all coming around in sort of terms of style and whatever. Anyway, I'm getting to the point now where this has been a bigger success than I thought. Thank you all for dropping by. I need to tidy up a little around here and pop my shoes on and head out with my freezing cold legs to the office. But yes, even though I may have misled people by tagging it with Black Ops 6 when it isn't, thank you for my... Yes, I love my mic too. If you're interested, it's Sennheiser MKE 600. It's a film and TV mic. If I take that off, it's a boom mic for using film production. But I use it up close, so I can be all sexy and ASMR about it. Thank you. Yes, I do like my mic. Yeah, Sennheiser are very, very good mics. I was thinking of these Razer headphones. I like those, but I was thinking about getting some Sennheiser headphones as well. Yes, it is. And I used to use the mic on this because they promised in their literature that it's a really, really good mic, and I thought it's an okay mic. But for actually doing streams, I wasn't too keen on it. The headphones themselves sound great. But the mic, I thought I shall use my long shotgun mic for my dialogue. I do rate Razer stuff. I have Razer keyboard as well. Razer mouse. There we go. That's my mouse there. So yeah, Razer everything. I highly rate them as a brand. Oh, yeah. That is a Death Adder Essential. I have been looking at the other Razer mic, the other Razer mice. I like the ones that are they're just like made of a mesh, so your hand doesn't sweat. So I might upgrade to one of those. Yeah, nothing's gone wrong so far, but I know a guy who had a Razer laptop, and they had a very good warranty, but the fact that he had to send it back twice to have new motherboards was... it didn't really sell me on it, so I haven't bought any of their seriously expensive hardware yet. Yeah. That's the thing, you get all of this nice hardware, and then quite often you install whatever driver it requires, and you'll be like, oh god, they didn't spend as much time working on the software as they did the hardware. Anyway, my friends, thank you for dropping by. It's 8:26 now, so... Yeah, you do. That's true. I mean, I've got two pairs of these. I've got a white pair as well, and I got those on a Black Friday deal, because I got the wireless ones for hitching up to my PlayStation. Although weirdly the white ones have discoloured, they've gone sort of yellow coloured. So yeah, the black Razer hardware is best. Yeah, I just stick stuff in a wish list and then wait for it to be on offer, and then I'll get it then. But this has been fantastic. This has been, I mean, I'm impressed. So it is the best way to do it. And I find it's like you get all the fun of shopping without actually spending the money. Sometimes you leave it in your wish list and you feel satisfied as though you've secured it, like it's yours. You've claimed it. And then after a few months of it sat in your wish list, you're like, yeah, actually, I'm kind of glad I didn't buy it. I don't fancy it any longer. Something else better's come along. Anyway, this has been awesome. I shall wrap it up now, guys. I might do some more just chattings. I think this is good. So it's been great to, the fake dopamine hit. You said it. That is it. It's the dopamine hit. I hope you guys have a good day at work or whatever else you're doing. This has been amazing fun. Thank you for proving Reddit wrong. It was a good stream. Thank you for a good stream. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the chat. This has been really good fun. Wednesday morning, 7:30 a.m. That's going to be my next Black Ops, and I think I may take a little break between each match. Put a bit more chatting in there too. Get to know you all. Thank you all for the love. Thank you for the chat. Have a lovely day, guys. It's been great fun, and I shall see you again really, really soon. Bye bye. See you later. Bye.